Hello and welcome back to Off Harbor in Maine. I'm Joel Covey, and I'm joined by my close friends to discuss Disney theme parks and more. Today, I'm joined by my close friends Beth Love.
Hey guys.
Matt Nunley.
Hey guys.
And Derick Delgado.
Hey there.
Today on episode 14, we'll talk about the current state of the Disneyland Resort and its extended downtown Disney, Knott's Taste of Merry Farm, and venture into the mini changes of the downtown Disney district here on the West Coast. But first, let's go around our virtual tropical lanai just to see what everyone is drinking tonight. Beth, what do you have today?
Well, I had absolutely nothing in my liquor pantry. It wasn't really the closet. And so I ordered from Lazy Dog dinner, and I ordered myself a nice old fashioned. It came with it. It's very nice.
Yeah.
It came with my orange peel and everything. And
Wow.
It's very tasty. Yeah, it was $11 and it was big, big pour.
What did you get to eat from Lazy Dog? Is a good question. I need to know.
Oh, well, don't. You're going to laugh
She's
at
like,
me.
no,
Don't.
we just got drinks.
No, I got the children's burger because my kid ordered it the other day. It was super good.
That's fine.
So I got it, and I got it with like onions and everything on it, but it was just really good.
Wow, that's bold.
Last time I got their French dip, which was delicious.
Should have got the Thai noodles.
You didn't tell me what to get.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I have
that's his
told you
favorite.
that. I have told you the Thai noodles a million times.
Well, that was when I didn't
They're
live
amazing.
here, and I didn't care.
Matt, have you had the frozen dinners? The frozen TV dinners?
I was gonna buy one the last time we were there, and I never did. They're
Don't
not
do
good.
it.
No.
They're
not
I
good.
mean, they're exactly what they should be for a frozen TV dinner.
So I figured they're like $10.
Yeah,
Maybe even
I'll spend a little extra and just get a real dinner.
So what's it called? Okay, the Thai noodles?
The Thai noodles.
Okay, I will get that next time because
And make sure you
will order another drink because it's delicious.
Make sure you get their house sriracha.
Ooh, okay.
They make it in house. It's so good.
Oh.
Okay.
This
All right,
show
I'm
would
in.
gladly be sponsored by Lazy Dog if you'd like to.
I go there enough. I
Fire?
think I'm sponsoring Lazy Dog.
What do you have over there, Matt?
So I did an old fashioned again. This time I
Nice.
actually used a shaker, and it came out much better. But keep me away from an open flame because, oh my god,
Or your breath?
yeah, it's a lot.
My kind of drink.
I kind of feel it though too. Like I'm feeling more like
Are you nice, relaxed?
Relaxed, loose.
after today. I mean,
Are you still using Bullet?
yeah,
Yeah, nice.
yep.
And what do you have over there, Derick?
So I was inspired by Beth. I was a little bit jealous by her ordering a drink. So I was on a mission today. I went ahead and ordered dinner also, but it was so weird because all the places I looked did not have drinks to go, which was so disappointing. But I finally found a place. So I ordered from Frida Mexican cuisine. And I ordered a passion picante drink, which is actually pretty spicy. Hence the name picante.
Passionate.
But it has silver tequila, maracuya, which is in other words, passion fruit. So, the passion fruit nectar that, Joel, you love so much. I
Mm-hmm.
have that in my drink tonight. Fresh squeezed orange and chili de arbol, which is a small little Mexican or some Latin pepper. So it's spicy. It's spicy, but it's good.
Chili de arbol.
There you go. Arbol.
Well,
Yeah.
I got excited when I saw that Beth got the old fashioned, and then I saw that Matt was doing bourbon because I was just going to originally do probably some beer or maybe a gin drink. But then I decided, okay, I'm doing bourbon as well. And I'm following Derick's lead with the passion fruit syrup too. So I did.
Yay.
I did an old fashioned, or not old fashioned, I did a Manhattan, but on the rocks. And I included a bunch of passion fruit syrup because that's stuff I got from
Wine and more.
Wine and more.
Wine.
What?
Total Wine?
Total Wine.
Wine and more.
Wine and more. And it's an excellent little syrup that they have. And they have a few different types, but so did kind of the same thing. I think we're all kind of going on the same
combined us
theme.
all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So with that, everybody, cheers.
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 Episode 14.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Drinks.
I do gotta say, like, I'm not buzzed at all, but I'm so glad it's the weekend, and I'm just really excited to be on the mic with you guys again tonight. I think it's been a while. It seems.
It has been. It's going on 3 weeks now, and
That's
it's a little
too
long.
long.
It's been a long 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yes.
A
We had a
lot,
few things come up that we'll talk about that
a lot has happened.
delayed a
True.
little longer than I wanted to take in between shows.
Life
On
happens,
an
guys.
Yeah. On an
There you
exciting
go.
note, we do have a giveaway to our first giveaway winner. Our last episode, we asked, while referring to Haunted Mansion Holiday, what was the alternative name or term that Matt used to refer to the jack-o'-lanterns? And it was, go ahead, Matt,
Mio lanterns.
the Mio-lanterns. That I
Good
could not
pun.
understand or get the pun.
That
Took
took
me a bit.
Joel. Yeah, it took Joel entirely too long to understand.
You
They
can
gotta
see it
see
on
the-
his face. Like,
Yeah. And then the second one was, what is the name of the Paradise Pier proprietor that was discussed in our Paradise Pier episode? That's a lot of
that is
P's.
a tongue twister.
Wow. It was in episode 4. And who was that, Beth?
It was Gustav Tinkerschmidt.
That's right.
I believe I said that correct.
I think so.
Okay. All right, continue. Who's our winner?
First off, I want to say, I'll be honest, I wish we saw a few more submissions. We got a few here, but I definitely would like to see some more. I think next time we'll make it a little less, have a little less research involved. But nevertheless, congrats to Michael L, who has won the Holocron Moodlight. And so
Yeah.
excited for our first
Hey.
one. We'll have another one
Congratulations.
coming up here quick. So
Yeah,
congrats.
Joel's gonna pass me your address, and I will send it out to you.
Good job, Michael.
I'll email you shortly.
Congratulations.
As we were talking about earlier, it was quite the week, not just the last 3 weeks, this week alone. The freaking place is burning down, and myself and tens of thousands of others were forced to vacate their home due to some of the local fires here in Orange County. But everything's all good. My family and I are just, thankfully safe, and we had a great place to stay in the interim. It wasn't a huge deal for us, but it
It
was
was
a little,
scary though.
it did get scary.
Yeah.
The fire was just a few hundred yards, I would say, across the street and behind another community, and it was right there and blazing full. And once I saw it jump over the street, I'm like, okay,
Time
that
to
was-
go.
I'll start packing now.
And that was just one of the fires.
Yeah, there's multiple
Because
fires up by
All at
Matt too.
once.
That other fire, the one that was the Yorba Linda one, that
Yes.
started coming over and ended up crossing over the 71. My dad said when he was walking through the neighborhood, when he walked down the street, he could see it
Oh my gosh.
coming down the hillsides. I mean, my dad lives in Eastvale, but he could see it from there. He's like, oh,
So-
fire.
So what was fun is the place that we were staying at was in Yorba Linda. So as Vicky started driving home or driving
like,
to
Oh
friends,
no.
she's like, Joel, there's a
Everywhere.
fire over here too.
Oh my
I-
gosh.
We
I
weren't
told
close to that
my
one.
mom that. She's like, did Joel and Vicky have to evacuate? I was like, they did. And she goes, oh, good. Where did they go? And I was like, Yorba Linda. And she's like, isn't it? I was like, yep, it's on
Yep.
fire too.
Yeah, it was actually more smoky over there and more smelly than my home, but it's okay. We're all good. We're back home. Everything's fine. There was no damage. So do want to say a huge shout out to all the firefighters and first responders that kept so many
Thank you.
homes and
Definitely.
communities safe. Yeah, so cheers to them as well.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll drink some more. But even with all the craziness that is 2020, there is some good. So today we wanted to bring back our Not Everything is Shitty segment. But first, one more shitty item. I got
That was
Not
good.
everything is
But
shitty.
not everything,
some
but
stuff
one more
is.
shitty.
More thing.
This is dumb, but I stubbed my toe 3 weeks ago.
It was
Oh,
that's
gross. It was gross. He shared us a picture.
He shared it.
I almost put it
Why?
online. I was like, nah, maybe not.
Oh,
So the
I
whole-
get my feet are nicer than Joel's.
Joel's feet
Not
were fine.
usually.
That wasn't the gross thing. It was just the foot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it started
let's-
getting
The
the
injury.
whole thing was black and blue. So all I did was stub my toe on a stupid little frame in my room that's just sitting on the ground. Of course, I didn't move it after I stubbed my toe.
Did you stub it again?
Yesterday, my foot is all fine. It feels better. Just finally started to feel 100%. And then yesterday, no, it was this morning. I'm sorry. I stubbed my other foot on the same.
Did you move it now?
No, it's still there. I think I'm going to move it.
Joel.
Hey, the frame is in good shape though for how hard I've hit it with my feet.
Good.
Pretty good.
That's pretty shitty,
maybe
Joel.
I'll send you a yeah. I'll send you a photo later so you can see the other side of my feet. It's not fun.
Yeah.
So I can't even bend my the ring toe. I don't know which one that's called, but I
The
can't even
ring
bend it.
toe?
Yeah. I don't know what you
I
call
did
it.
not
What's
know
the one
Joel
to the
or-
left of the pinky toe? Or to the other side of the pinky? What
The ring toe.
is the ring toe?
Is there a ring on it?
No. Yeah, I have my feet are blinged out. Yeah.
My gosh.
So moving on to something not shitty. Do you have anything for this week, Beth?
Well, I'm going to start off with something shitty, but a little while ago, my cat of 14 years passed away. It was very, very sad. We were all very heartbroken about it, but the house felt really empty, and I've been, I'm stressing a lot. I don't know if you guys know, but there's an election coming up, and it's really stressing me out. So the house just felt really empty, like we needed some cats. So we just recently adopted 2 kitties. They've been here for just over a week. So we have Bruja, and we have Leota, because I had to get a Disney name in there, and they both felt very fitting for. We got them in October. So yeah, we have 2 new kitties. They're 1-year-old and 3-year-old, and they're best friends already. And we
They
just
are
really,
adorable.
really
They're so cute.
enjoyed having them in our house and getting to know them. So that's our not so shitty thing that's been going
I'm
on.
very happy for you.
Yeah,
Love the
thanks.
pics.
Thanks. Yeah, check me out on whatever
Even
Instagram.
check out Stephen
Twitter.
Loves.
Yeah,
you
check
put up a
out
good
Steve-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
If you guys, you got a new phone because I don't know if you know this.
An iPhone?
No,
That is-
no,
that
of
is-
course not.
That
Of
his
course
camera
not.
hasn't worked in like 3 years.
And it's been a year because when we went to Disney World in December, I'm going to tell the story. He was sitting in the bathroom in the hotel room and he dropped his phone, and those tiles are super hard and it shattered his phone, and his camera hasn't worked since. So he got a new phone and now his camera works. So that is another good thing. He's so excited. He's like, I feel like I can participate in things in life. I can take pictures.
Good for him.
What
good.
pray tell did he get?
He got a Pixel, whatever the new Pixel is, something. I don't know.
Wah, wah, wah.
I mean, it's a good camera. Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
he
whatever.
likes it. He's happy. It's fine.
Derek, let's go over to you. What's not shitty for you?
There's a few good things that have been happening lately. I mean, but I guess it wasn't this past week, but was it last week? I got to vote by mail, and I was just so super excited about it. I encourage everyone to go vote. There's my PSA for the evening. But even on my Twitter handle, my avatar has a little vote mask on it. So
He's assuming I'm going to edit this in time for election day.
before election day.
We hope you voted.
Hey, but it's still a good thing to vote even past election
Yeah.
day when there's future elections. Just
Yes.
to remember. But that was one good thing. But I think the other thing, and I think it's a good tie into our one of our topics for tonight, is that we all, the stars aligned and we were all able to get tickets to go to this upcoming Taste of Mary Farm event. And I'm so super excited for it because we're all, not even just all of us, but more than expected, and our plus ones and whatnot are all planning to come. And so I'm just really excited for the holiday season and to see everybody again.
I'm very
Safely.
excited for this event. Yes. Especially as it's the holidays too. It's not just a random event. It's the holidays plus our whole
Mhm.
crew.
You know how I'm feeling about those holidays.
Yes.
Yeah, best time.
I already hear Mariah humming.
Just
Mm.
in my ear right now.
Yeah, a few more days.
What about you, Matt?
So the last couple of weeks have been kind of stressful, to say the least. Things are good now, thankfully. Everybody's good. But for me, I'm on vacation now. Today is my first day of vacation.
Woo!
And we are leaving for a quick trip to Universal Studios in Florida. And I could not be any more excited. I need this.
I'm
You
so
should be
excited for you.
I need
Yeah.
it.
I just want to
Yeah.
see your pictures of
Good
the
for you.
hotel.
Not the park.
No, I honestly mostly it's the hotel.
Oh
I
my
wanna
In the
God.
see.
park.
Oh, we're staying
Yeah.
at Cabana Bay.
Nice.
So I'm really excited. I mean, I haven't been since Diagon Alley opened, which was a big deal, but there's been quite a few things that have opened since then. I'm really excited to ride Hagrid's.
I hope you can get on that multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Like, well, because since we're staying at the hotel too, we get early entry.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's
So
nice.
I'm gonna tell them like, keep up, because my ass is running.
You
And that's-
follow
and,
Matt.
and that's the back corner of the park too. So keep up.
Yeah. Well, figure everything out on this trip. So, because you got Universal Studios annual passes now, right?
We did.
So if you're going back,
Yeah.
next month or something.
So I mean, there are things that I'm excited for. There's things that I'm not as excited for because you know, since the last time I went, I think the Jimmy Fallon attraction opened, and
It could be okay.
I don't know about. I'm extremely excited that Bourne stunt show. Everything.
I
haven't heard one bad thing about it.
I can't wait to see.
Is that still happening right now?
Yes,
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
That from
It's
everything
supposed
that
to be
I've
incredible.
Yeah, everything I've heard about that is like phenomenal. Like probably one of the best like in park shows ever. And
Right.
I'm so yeah. I mean,
They've
there's
done
the
a good job on keeping it kind of tight-lipped and not getting a lot of
Yeah, there hasn't been
videos
much.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think anytime like video hits like YouTube or anything, like Universal like shuts
Yanks
that shit
it.
down like right away. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see how that is because, you know, then we got other things too. Like I think Kong wasn't open the last time we went, which my sister said it was good, and I told her it was just a elaborate version of the studio tour one, but she liked it when she went.
Sounds like you're going at a good time.
She also did not like Pandora.
A lot of
She didn't like
things.
Flight of Passage, right?
Yeah, she thought Flight of Passage was a over glorified Soren.
I feel like I will agree with
Sacrilege.
Sarah. I'm
What?
sorry.
You've never been on it?
I said I feel like I will agree with her. I don't know for
Oh
sure.
my
Until you disagree.
But I like Soren, so I'm.
I really hope we get a change this soon. You got to
We-
get on that.
Yeah,
You haven't
I
watched a
know.
video of it, right?
If I have, it's been like little bits and
Little
pieces. Like I
clips.
don't. Yeah.
I want to remember this conversation after you write it.
I just said
and
I
I want you to
like. I
want you to remember how wrong you were.
It took my breath away.
Just like
Take
Take
Berlin.
my breath away.
Well, for me, I think I'll start off with a little bit more, I would say serious, but I always end up doing some TV show things. So I wanted to also add at Jeff Gordon LA on Twitter also posted today about Second Harvest Food Bank doing some.
He's posting about how to support. Oh, I was gonna say
Good.
Disneyland cast members and local.
Hospitality workers.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Members as well who were recently laid off. So Second Harvest Food Bank does a lot more than just for the cast members that can't, make ends meet, but they really do a lot for workers around Orange County. So he did post something on that. I retweeted it on our handle. If you want to go look at that too. I haven't been good enough on helping and support the cast members, and everybody else has been affected by everything these past 7-8 months now. So I went there and I donated, and I need to be better too.
Mhm.
So it's just wanted to shout that one out because it is for a good cause, and there's 1,000 ways out there right now to help support. All the cast members have been laid off too, like the Etsy's and a million other.
Yeah, and I really like this one because not that Florida doesn't matter, but I've seen so much for Florida and have not really known how to support the California cast members, which are who we see most frequently and most often. So
Right.
I was really excited to see this and plan to donate on the first of the month when the checks come in.
Good cause.
Yeah. And something a little bit more lighthearted, I guess, would be this show on Apple TV. There's not a ton of stuff I care about on there right now, but I did see this new travel doc series thing, and it's with Ewan McGregor. You may have seen it. It looked really intriguing for me, but it's the Long Way Up series on Apple TV, and it's still airing right now. So it comes out every Friday, it looks like, and I'm almost completely caught up. But what happened is, as I was researching this, I found out there was another series from 2003, 2004, and 2007.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like a completist, and I said, screw it, I'm gonna go back.
Are they
Watch
all
them
with,
Have to.
are they all with you and McGregor?
They are. So it's
Ooh.
him and his
Ooh.
buddy Charlie. He's, I guess, an actor as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just really good, close friends, best friends probably. And they go, the first
Lovers.
one, yeah, they joke about it all the time. They're just an old married couple. But the first one's a long way around. It starts like in England, and it goes through Italy, Russia. They go across to Alaska, down through Canada, and end up in New York. And then the second one is long way down, and it goes through all of Africa to its Cape. And then long way up, they start in the Cape of South America, and they go all the way up to Los Angeles. I haven't made it to the Mexico portion yet, so I'm still in South America with that show. But basically, it's just him and Charlie, and they ride motorbikes all the way across. They have a support team with them because if they didn't have that, they would die, literally. They're going through some very serious, unsafe areas. But why I bring it up is because they do a really good job on showcasing cultures and people that don't normally get to shine, and no one really ever talks about them, or you only see about all the bad, gritty stuff that's going on in those countries. So I thought it's really nice to see some of these things that it really opens your eyes and kind of reevaluates your own life by what all these other people are doing. How friendly and happy all these people are to them, and just really makes you kind of do some self-reflecting, right?
Well, I love a good travel show, and I love Ewan McGregor. And so now I can't wait for the long way through when they just tunnel right through the middle of the earth.
That's good. Yeah.
But
I mean, there was a long way in between the second one and this one. So it's been like 13 years, and they're a little older. Charlie's been through a rough time.
They're going a little slower.
They're going a little slower. Each one gets a little bit shorter, or at least less distance. And they do partner with.
Go
ahead.
Not the people. I was like,
the drive.
The people get shorter and shorter.
Got it. Yes.
The most recent one, they're also on electric bikes, which is nice that they're trying to make it work with electric bikes and electric vehicles, and they're showcasing how difficult it is right now because just the infrastructure is not all the way there yet, but it's coming. They do partner with UNICEF, which is United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, and they work in 190 countries and territories just to protect the rights of every child. So they do a lot, and it's just a kind of a heartwarming show. And it's very raw. It's not scripted at all, which is something you don't get a lot in like these type of reality TV shows or even doc series. So it's travel shows. So it was nice.
It's definitely on my list. I've been looking forward to seeing that too. So it gets me more excited now hearing you talk about it, because I'm all for travel shows too. So yeah, can't wait to see it.
Speaking of travel shows, have any of you guys ever watched Alone?
No, how is that?
Oh my god.
It sounds
Is that a travel
scary.
show? I know.
Is it scary?
No, it's scary. Literally like they pretty much take people and they drop them off in the middle of nowhere, like alone, and all they have is like camera, and they'll drop them off, and like if something happens, be like, okay, well the nearest extraction people are like 2 hours away from you, so try to hold on until then.
Oh my god. That's
Why would you do that?
Is that like a game show type?
Yeah, it's
thing?
like a last man standing.
Oh, okay.
It's on History Channel. It kind of reminds me, like, I think the reason why I kind of like it is because I'm that person who was obsessed with Survivor when it first started.
The show that ruined television.
Yeah. Well, they were actually surviving in like the first 3 seasons, and then seasons 4 and beyond, it's like vacation time.
Yeah.
There was like the ones where people were like getting burned to death, and not to death, but burning, and
I missed that episode.
Oh.
but not to death, but burning, and like their food getting washed away. And I was like, oh yeah, this is really good. That's why I like it. It reminds me of that.
So as you can see, we didn't have a lot to talk about on this episode. We knew
TV
Matt
shows
was going to be gone for a bit. It's been a while. We had to get together.
Catching up here.
What's that? Catching
We're
up?
catching up.
Catching up with each other, Thanks for catching up with us, right? So now let's go around the parks. We'll discuss. I want to discuss a few things, of kind of current events of what's going on, and kind of important to kind of the state of things, right? Because we had Disneyland Paris just announced that unfortunately they're going to have to close again due to increased numbers of COVID cases over there in France, and they have. It's weird. They're reopening for Christmas and then closing again on January 4th.
Yeah.
I
Do you
guess
think
COVID
they're actually going
takes
to
a break for Christmas?
Do you think they're going to get to reopen? Like they said,
No.
if it's allowed. Like it's not going to happen, right?
No, I don't think. Who knows? We'll see. They're also saying hopefully they don't have to reclose again once they reopen.
I just think though it's like a weird thing to announce though. Like if you're gonna open, then just open and let it be. But why announce it and get people to start reserving things and
because they're doing like every 2 weeks, right? Like they're kind of I think the government is updating every 2 weeks as to how long they'll be closed. Like they're saying we'll be closed for a month, for sure. But every 2 weeks we're going to update you to let you know if we're going to be closed for longer. As I think what's happening over there.
But so it's like they're closing again though. That's the part I don't get.
Yeah, yeah, that doesn't really make sense. Maybe I don't know. Like, why would they let them open for those 2 weeks
for the holidays?
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, it's sad. It's been nice seeing some pictures from Disneyland Paris. There's a few people on Instagram that I follow that I'm like, wow, it still looks fantastic. They're doing a great job over there. They did a good job with Halloween.
Yeah,
got a lot of those decorations up, and they always do a good job with Halloween over there. But it seems almost normal over there right now, and it's just kind of sad that unfortunately they're going to have to close up again.
Yeah.
And then Disneyland Resort just announced the extension of downtown Disney into Buena Vista Street. So finally, they're starting to open up some of their park so people can go in there. I have a feeling they're going to open up that side gate that they used to use when they had to temporarily go through the side entrance when they were working on Buena Vista Street and the entrance in the rest of California Adventure. They did just recently open up the backlot premiere shop at stage 17, which I would not recommend anybody go just for that because they didn't do anything except put standard merch stands in there to sell stuff that's all
Christmas
throughout.
Stuff is in there now.
But isn't that stuff everywhere? It's in other
Probably
stores too.
Yeah.
I don't think they're selling anything unique there just to that store. A lot of people were excited just to be able, you get to go backstage for a moment.
Just to be there. And
you're actually in a building in the park, but you don't go in the park.
So close.
Mm-hmm. But either way, at least they're opening up some of Buena Vista Street. I think it's just a step in the right direction. We could go on and on about why they didn't end up doing this in the first place. There was union issues. I'm sure if they knew in May that they wouldn't be open in November, that they would have probably planned some stuff a little bit earlier to do something like Knott's has been doing. But either way, you have Elias & Co. opening. You have Julius Katz & Sons, Kingswell Camera Shop, and Trolley Treats. So just the normal stuff that is already on Buena Vista Street, that first area. All those stores will be open. It looks like maybe in the camera shop, they're going to be adding in some other stuff that they wouldn't normally have in there to sell, like frames, photo albums. The vending carts are going to be open, so I cannot imagine that churro line.
That churro line's going to be insane.
Oh,
Crazy.
Maybe they'll have multiple.
Even the
carts.
popcorn line.
Yeah, just to take a picture with your snack in a Disneyland Resort park.
Everybody just wants the photo.
Crazy.
They don't even want to have the churro. They just want to have a photo with
in the trash afterwards.
Yeah.
What? I love the churros.
The rest of downtown Disney will be amazing.
Be wide open.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Carthay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have not eaten out at a restaurant, indoor or outdoors, since this whole thing started. But I mean, I might for a Ginger Rogers.
I wonder how
busy
much area was added, because they said they expanded outdoor seating.
Outdoor seating, yeah. I wonder if they took you upstairs, they can use the whole upstairs outdoor, the downstairs,
Well, they could just put it in the
you'd probably
street.
be able to eat around the fountain.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Oh, that'd be
Very
so
cool,
pretty.
right?
That'd be nice.
Derick, they should hire you.
See?
That's good. Yeah.
Right? Hello.
So are we going to make a reservation?
Yes.
As soon as
They haven't even set the dates yet, right?
yeah, it still says soon.
Just says November.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I mean, when they do, say it.
Yeah,
And you guys saw
yes.
the Disneyland post as a
Yes.
person who
Please
did not
explain
log
this
out.
for those that didn't see this.
So in case you
Good.
didn't, was it on Facebook? I think it was
I
on
think it was a
Facebook.
post.
On Facebook, they posted the Disney Parks update about how it was going to be opening. And then a comment afterwards said that they should do what Knott's does and have a food festival, but forgot to sign out of the social media account. So it was still logged in as Disney's who made that comment. As someone who works social media, I have done stupid shit like that. So oopsies. And I hope you did not get in trouble for that. I don't know if they were told by Disney, hey, make this comment so people will start talking about how we should be doing this, which we already have been doing that, or if it was just that person's personal opinion and they forgot to sign out. I don't know. I am so sorry that happened to you. That is very embarrassing. And I have had something like that happen to me before. But I hope they do. It seems so obvious in California Adventure. They already have the food booths like available.
Mhm.
Actually, I think they're gone already.
But
I
like
do
they
know
have
during the summer
them
they were still there.
Well, because I saw a recent aerial photo,
Okay.
and all of the food and wine booths are gone.
I
So I mean,
bet
it's not like you
you
can't just bring them back, but
that we see like a Lunar New Year type thing, or like, I mean, I feel like we have to, like, after the new year, I feel like they're going to open up those booths. Like, they're there. I mean, even if they're not set up right now, they have them there available to set up. They've got to be thinking about that at this
At
point.
least it's out there, like in the universe, right?
Yeah.
Can we get a few on Main Street too?
Yes. Well, I mean,
Let's do a few on Main
I'm
Street.
hoping here with how they're doing this is you're going to get a lot of people that they're going to want to get there right away for the first week. The parking lot's going to be full. No one's going to get into downtown Disney.
I foresee the paid parking coming back.
Yeah, it's going to
Yes.
have to. Yeah. And then making people pay $20 in order to
Yeah, no, I guarantee
validated.
once Buena Vista Street opens, free parking is gone for sure.
Yeah, that's going to have to. But either way, at least hopefully what can happen is they can slowly reopen more and more and more, and it won't cause a giant traffic jam if they just said, okay, California Adventure is going to be open, and now we're going to charge whatever $80 for to get in to dine and shop, because I can't imagine how they're going to reopen anything at this point without having too much of a demand.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. They're really going to have to limit that, and yeah, it's going to be crazy for a little while.
Honestly, I'm just glad to get whatever I can get, because with the news about like not knowing when the parks are actually going to open, the idea of being in a Disney park, a California Disney park, and especially in one of my favorite areas, like Buena Vista Street is like one of my favorite areas of DCA, and to be able to just like walk in knowing that I don't have to actually like pay a ticket to get inside, it's really intriguing to me. So I'm just looking forward to it.
Do you think they'll put up the Christmas tree?
Yes.
Oh my God. I will cry.
If they don't, they should not have put up the Elias and Co. picture with garland on it.
Yeah, I will cry if there is a Christmas tree up.
And they should put a Christmas tree in downtown Disney too.
I mean, to be honest, I would cry the second I stepped in anyways, regardless. But
Christmas music, the UVS music. I mean, come on.
I just want the Main Street music. That's
when
I hear that music, that's Christmas.
You guys don't even know. My kid has been listening to the Main Street like Christmas music loop. Yes, like I'm gonna put it on. Let's listen to some Christmas music. I'm like, oh, you are my kid.
I'm holding off, but November 1, I'm doing it.
It's all out.
Any other year, I would say I'm gonna wait a little longer, but not.
I wish I could say that I'd wait any other
year.
No,
I'm like Beth every year. November 1st.
November 1st, it happens. I'm texting Matt, hey, where's that link for the Believe in Holiday Magic music? I need that link. Luminaria, give it to me.
Oh, Luminaria. I think I'm going to play a little blip of that in this. By the time this is up, most people are listening to this
Christmas
after Halloween.
time,
It's Christmas. Also, real quick, Smoke Jumpers Grill will also be open. It's offering a streamlined menu, which means it will have probably 2 items on there.
Well, I am really intrigued on how they're going to have that whole thing work out, because normally, with Smoke Jumpers, it's all like you stack your own burgers.
There's going to be no toppings bar.
You just have to like order all of your toppings.
It was there. Like, wait a second. What's happening?
What did we learn here, guys?
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of the holidays, Knott's did just announce last week about their Taste of Mary Farm event. So the tickets are on sale now, and this goes through November 20th.
Yeah.
Is that maybe?
Maybe
Maybe what? What did I
Because by the time
they could be sold out right now.
All right. So this goes on from November 20th through January 3rd. The first 3 Saturdays in December, as the time of recording this, are already sold out. So I definitely advise trying to get those tickets quick. But I'm going to read real quick from the website about the Taste of Mary Farm. So Knott's Berry Farm is excited to announce a new seasonal food and retail event, this time celebrating the merriest season of all with Knott's Taste of Mary Farm. While the theme park remains closed, Christmas spirit still shines bright this year with holiday charm brimming out every corner of the park. As Knott's wondrously transforms with enchanted decor, thousands of twinkling lights, miles of festive garland, and a variety of picturesque holiday settings, all serving as a backdrop to the tastiest holiday foods around. So they got 60 unique food and drink items being offered. They're still doing the same thing with the tasting card that we've seen with the other 3 events they've done. However, this year it's going to be, or this event is going to be $5 more, so it's now $40.
Did it start at 20 or 25?
25.
25. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Or
40
23
is,
with a discount.
yeah, and this is now 36 with the disc if you have an annual pass. But $40 for this is still a great value.
Yeah,
I'm really impressed with it.
5 tastings, including 2 alcohols if you want it. Yeah, it's a good deal.
And let's be honest. I mean, yeah, you're paying $40 for the food. And, when you had like the Taste of Calico, the Taste of Knott's, it was still kind of like summer. So I think the foods were a little, they were comfort foods, but they were a little more on like the lighter side, I felt like. But now we're getting into the holidays, and $40 worth of holiday food, I'll be damned if I'm going to get through 3.
Yeah.
I better starve myself that day.
Right?
Are you going to have a tummy ache?
I sure hope not. I'm going to try to prepare myself and condition my
Are
stomach.
you going to eat grease beforehand? What are you going to do to prepare?
Something to just kind of like lather it up down in there, right?
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to only have 3 items to eat and actually use the 2 for drinks and stop at that.
Well, good luck with
That's
that.
the goal.
Yeah, I'm
I have
not
a bite of
wasting it on
somebody's dessert.
liquor.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at...
Waste it
Yeah,
on
it's
liquor?
never a waste.
Yeah, no, because you get a smaller portion. If I'm going to get liquor, I want a big portion.
Or you just buy like 2 of the tasting cards, and then one
they
is
just have-
alcohol and one is food.
Do they
Hey,
have-
so how does this work with the tasting cards if you did have 2? Because you are supposed to put in the name of the other person. So when you show up, you just scan it.
They don't
They
care.
literally don't check. Because I think even Derick said, like, Justin's not coming. Can I still redeem his? And the guy was like, oh, yeah.
Registered already.
Got it.
And they were fine with it. Yep.
Okay, cool.
No, I mean, but I was looking at some of the taste offerings on the website.
They have them
and
listed?
A few.
Yes.
Ooh,
yeah.
I was just like, I'm going to buy my ticket.
Okay, but turkey dinner big bites? Like, oh, come on. Like giant turkey balls.
Love those giant turkey balls.
I didn't even realize that.
Giant
Not
turkey
that way.
balls filled with gravy.
Filled with gravy and stuffed with stuffing. Well, it is stuffing.
Yeah. I didn't get the tater tots the last time, and they do have the fully loaded turkey dinner tater tots.
That looked good too.
It's a must.
Sounds so good.
The
Cranberry
maple glaze and
gravy?
candy pecans. What was that, Derick?
What's that one?
Oh, that's the Comet cinnamon bun with
Oh.
a maple glaze and candy pecans.
Hmm.
Plus options for all dietary preferences are available.
Dietary preferences, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but the Rudolph's Winter Pear Lemonade.
Ooh.
Pear lemonade with pear ginger and topped with whipped cream. Is it alcoholic?
Wait, is there booze in it?
I don't know. It just turned me off. I didn't read any alcohol.
I'm not a vegan, but I will definitely eat the chocolate cranberry tart.
Spicy cranberry pumpkin
Oh.
wings. Ooh, this is nice.
Right?
Ice cream stuffed concha.
Ooh, I'm in.
Did somebody say the Scrooge's spicy cranberry pomegranate glazed wings?
Wait, I didn't see that.
That's Vicky's name all over it. Okay.
Ooh, North Pole oatmeal toffee sandwich. Wait, where'd you see a drink? Oh, I see it. Is it mixed drinks or just beer and wine?
It's
Or from the
beer,
past?
it's beer and wine, but they've had a couple places where they've done like margaritas.
Like a pre-mixed, like...
Yeah, and last time we went, I got the boysenberry margarita, and I was really excited to try it, and it was not good.
That's great. Disappointing, but...
But everything else, amazing. Guys, I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm so excited.
I really want to go, and I want things to not go to shit so that I can continue to be excited to go.
Fingers crossed.
Loving hearts are wise. The season never dies when you leave the light inside.
Well, moving on, we're going to head through the Coke bottle downtown Disney sign. Come on, you know what I'm talking about.
I was very confused.
Coming
But now I
from
do
the
know what you mean.
Esplanade, which is now, that sign is now in Toy Story parking lot.
I was like, Coke bottle.
Yeah. Come on, it is a Coke bottle.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay, I mean, just by shape, I thought you meant it was like at one time a Coke bottle. I'm like, I don't remember this.
No, yeah.
With bubbles.
But let's enter in through into downtown Disney, which is now the downtown Disney district. Does anybody know when this officially name changed?
Wait, wasn't it always a downtown Disney district?
I
I thought so.
I feel
Because
like they put a
everything
bigger
was-
emphasis to say district in like any press release. But before they said downtown Disney.
I feel like when the park opened, everything was a district in downtown Disney or in California Adventure. So I feel like it was district. Then they're like downtown Disney, and now they're back to this district again. I mean,
It's just weird. They
I
decided
never say
we're calling it a
district
district.
ever. I don't. Oh, screw you guys. It's downtown
Now on.
Disney to me.
It's now.
I have to call it
Or
DTDD.
DDD. Yeah.
DTW.
Wait, what?
DTDD?
Isn't it just DTD?
No, it's DTDD now. Get with the program, Derick.
Downtown Disney district.
Oh, right.
So something that I've been working on for a little bit is just looking back at the history of downtown Disney on the West Coast, because it's now just starting to get old enough to where people are starting to forget what was there around 2001, 2002. And I don't think anyone's really gone back to kind of start putting in a list. I'm sure there's one somewhere, but I couldn't find one. So I'm like, okay, wait, what was this again? What was Basin before? All this type of stuff. Basin wasn't anything before, but I was trying to figure out what everything was. And so I think I'm going to put this onto the website on offharborinmaine.com, just so there's a list of the history of each location, because it is now getting it's 19 years old now. It's starting to get a little older, and it's time to start kind of documenting what went on before, right? So I know this is just riveting stuff, but let's go down. What?
You guys, Matt and Joel, you like really blew up our Off Harbor and Maine group chat discussing this. Like you guys were going back and forth.
On a mission.
Yes.
Yeah.
They put a lot of work into this, guys.
Yeah.
And I think I got it
Derick
all
and
the
I-
way down.
We're just here for the ride. We did not put any
I
work
was just
into
eating
it.
popcorn watching them.
I know it's very interesting stuff here.
I was there like the month that opened, so like I remember all this stuff now.
I was
Like,
I was
as
there
it-
for AP previews, but like I do not remember all the stuff that you guys remember. Now looking at it, like I do remember, but like just thinking in my head, I could not remember that stuff.
Right. And we're going to talk about pretty much all the storefronts, not talking about the vending carts. Let's start off with the south side. As you walk into downtown Disney, first of all, there's the fountain. The fountain that's been there since day one. It's
The poppy.
always has people in it.
The dried poppy.
Sometimes it's broken for many months, and then it works again, and everyone gets really excited. But
It
as
is
you
really
pass
pretty.
by- it's a great. It's
Very
nice.
pretty fountain, yes.
Yeah.
When
And
it
then
works.
as you pass by, you can hear the boulder crashing over at Indiana Jones
Mhm.
Mhm.
every 10 seconds.
Yep.
It is very loud, and that building has. I know this is not really part of downtown Disney, but it's gone through some changes. It was completely painted and covered in a wrap of fake trees and foliage, and now it is
Faded.
painted.
Blue?
Faded. Well,
It's
it got
the
ripped
sky.
up. They tore it
Blue?
off. No, now it's green.
Oh,
It's
green.
green, and
the
there's
nos-
little lines in it.
The no-see-em green. You just
Yeah,
ignore it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
fade away green, or yeah.
Whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's still there. But on your left-hand side, we start off with La Brea Bakery. This is it's an OG original attraction right here.
It is. Has anyone actually eaten in the restaurant portion of it?
I have
Yes.
not.
I feel like we
you have?
have.
Only-
I
Yes.
never have.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Yes, you have. We ate there.
Didn't we
Oh,
all?
Like in the sit down restaurant.
Yes.
Yes.
You and me ate there. I will. So you know why I remember this? I will tell you. I will tell you why I remember this. It was when you still lived here in. I think it was Glendale. You met us, and the reason I remember it is because I was stressing out because I had just ordered my Apple Watch, and I was on my phone the entire time.
In Glendale, I went and
Yes.
ate there.
Yes,
like
we
in the
ate there.
restaurant,
Yes,
not
yeah.
like the little order and take it to the
No,
left.
we
side.
ate because we had breakfast.
Uh,
'Cause I
in
had
the-
like a
And you had a
yes,
server.
because I
in
had yes.
like in the server
Yes.
area. I do
Yes,
not
because
remember.
I had
that.
a breakfast pizza with an
But
egg on it.
What did I eat?
I don't remember, but you were there. Braden
All I
was
know.
There. No, because Braden was there too.
I believe it. I just don't remember that. In
It's- well,
Glendale?
let's be honest. It's not a memorable place.
That is true. Fair point.
Except you vividly remember it.
Well, he had his
And-
Apple Watch to worry about.
Because I was so worried that it was going to be delivered to my house on a day when I wasn't home.
Mm,
Mm,
The
that's
priorities.
stress.
Priorities.
well,
But yes, we
regardless,
did eat
guys,
there.
Oh, well, apparently I did, and I do not remember it.
Yeah, Beth. We should plan a La Brea Bakery event.
No.
all of our listeners meet us there.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually surprised this one has lasted as long as it has. It did go through a little remodel too, and I guess it still has some type of appeal. It's tough because you have Starbucks there, you have other options now that before it was really, if you wanted a bakery type thing, that would be your spot. But I'm surprised it's still doing okay with Starbucks. But maybe Starbucks is so busy, like I really want some coffee and something. Well, let's just go over here. It's not as busy.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
that's there. And then as you pass
It's
by La
been
Brea,
there. It's still there.
we're gonna stick to the south side first. On the left-hand side, then, as you're going down, you have World of Disney, which we've seen some remodels or a big remodel. They removed the big characters out front here on West Coast as well as Orlando, and of course, it was up in all in arms. I'm not gonna get too much into that one. I think it looks much better now. If you
agree.
look back,
I
at
liked
old
both, but
pictures,
I think all of the really cool animated sequences that they added are really cool.
Yeah.
And I like the old downtown or the old World of Disney too. But let's go back 5 years from now. We're gonna look back at those pictures and go, "Whew, that was dated." Yeah.
I worked there one time.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Like one day.
Yes, one day I worked there because I usually worked in Disneyland. But one day they needed help out there, and I worked. I did not know where anything was. I was very confused the whole time.
Are you
So
sure?
you didn't really help.
It was. Do you guys remember when the 50th started? Wasn't on the. I was like, when did it start? Like in May,
Well, I remember
Yeah.
when.
May 5th. Yeah, May 5th.
Oh gosh.
That's the day I worked, and I waved hi to Terry Hatcher, and we were like BFFs.
Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher.
Yeah, Terry Hatcher came in. She was very nice, and I was like, I don't know where anything is, but hello.
Was there still like Desperate Housewives at the time?
Yes, it was still
Okay.
Desperate Housewives. Yes.
Well, I'm not going to get into more of World of Disney, so let's go past. There's a lot
Moving
to
on.
cover. Right past it, on your left-hand side, there's a nice big gate that's never open. That's kind of a weird spot that would take you into Grand Californian. But past that on day one, Main Spring, which was timepieces that I don't think most people
It did not
remember.
last for very long. I don't think, did it?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think I ever went in there, anything like that. But keep in mind, I'm not going through dates on most of this. I don't think no one has time.
Who
for that.
knows?
Yeah.
Who
And then,
knows?
and then it was. I was gonna say it was replaced by a
No.
literal nightmare.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Let's just pretend it never happened.
And
Oh.
Betty.
Oh,
a
God.
literal nightmare of a store.
I averted my eyes every time I passed by that store. It was disgusting.
the Ark of the Covenant of shit.
I don't really understand what it was. Like, was there merchandise in there too? Was it just art?
There was merchandise.
There was dolls too, right?
Yeah,
There was
there
like merchandise,
dolls.
like photo albums of dolls.
Photo albums and pictures you could buy. And if you don't know what Ann Geddes is, she takes pictures of newborns usually which sounds like it could be cute, but they're always in like these weird, awkward positions, like in flowers, and they're always naked. And it was just a weird thing. And I got weird vibes, and I did not. I was not a fan.
Did you guys watch The Office?
I did.
Yes.
Well, I know you did. I didn't have. Remember, like there was the one season where Angela got for Christmas. She
Yes!
got that like poster
The baby
of the
to
baby playing
the
jazz.
jazz. Yes, that is exactly what the Ann Geddes was. It was weird. I love babies, but that was some weird shit.
Mainspring was divided up to get Ann Geddes in there because the old space was divided into two. The old main entrance turned into Sunglass Icon, and then they built a ramp up into Ann Geddes. The ramp is still there now, which is now Starbucks. But in between then, there was Blink by Wet Seal. I don't think that lasted for too long, but we now have a very, very popular and really cool, nicely done Starbucks.
It's a really pretty Starbucks inside.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like the
Starbucks.
inside is really pretty. It does have a long line, but it does not take that long.
Unless you're Matt
Unless you're Matt. He always has
Uh-huh.
really bad luck
at
with
Starbucks.
food.
Well,
in
it's
general.
Not
great.
not outside the park.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
that?
Yeah,
Because I
there's
can.
mobile
It's because I
order.
can mobile order outside the
Yeah.
park.
Yeah, but it's really beautiful inside, and outside it's got lots of seating, and it's a good spot.
I was just really excited when they opened up that Starbucks because it was one of the only ones like in the area that had like the reserve coffees and like the special Clover machines and stuff.
They don't have that
And
anymore,
you
right?
didn't- No,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it took off, but
Yeah.
it was kind of cool stuff. It was like, oh, this isn't just like a Starbucks. Like this is like one of their flagships.
Yeah, I really wish I had some of that coffee. It was just so
Oh.
expensive. Moving on, Sunglass Icon. And then right after Sunglass Icon, on the left was Liquid Planet. So this was surf gear. The sign was definitely sign of the times. It was a giant surfboard, and with Liquid Planet, I think it was in neon. If I could be incorrect, but a big sign there. It was just surf gear. This store has pretty much stayed the same type of stuff because then that turned into Quicksilver. Then that space got split up, and now it's Rip Curl on the left-hand side. So same stuff that's in there, just a smaller version of Quicksilver, really. And then to the right is now a Pandora jewelry store. Fun stuff.
The official sponsor of Happily Ever After, presented by Pandora Jewelers.
After
I don't
that,
know why I
on the
said that with
left-
an accent.
I don't know.
Pandora Jewelers.
Pandora Jewelers.
How can you not?
I know.
And how do you pronounce this one, Matt? Soliton?
So I think it's supposed to be
was
like
this store?
Solution. It was a sunglass store at first, like an eyewear.
Another
it.
one?
Mhm.
Oh no, the other one was Time.
Well, because the other
Oh,
one,
Sunglass Icon.
Came
no,
later.
because Sunglass Icon came later.
So I think closed and then Sunglass Icon opened. Who knows
Gotcha.
if it's the same company? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Probably.
But Solution turned into Jamba Juice, which has now been renamed. They've rebranded themselves as Jamba in 2020. This store also has had several remodels and different ways to enter. And I do miss seeing the Suburban Legends trombone player there.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
was
we
there
have-
for a really long time.
We have some pictures of him from my birthday.
We sound like creepers. I don't care.
Wait, can I tell you my story? So I used to work in my main place. Yes.
So
I couldn't remember. I like
Orange.
moved in Orange.
or Santa Ana.
I like
Banana.
moved a couple of places. So there was a Jamba Juice that was right there. And when I used to go there all the time for lunch. One time I went in there wearing my Suburban Legends t-shirt, literally ordered my drink and waited for my order. And when I went and got my order, Brian was right there. And he said, "Hey, I'd like a shirt." I was like, "Oh, thank you." I took it. I was like, "Oh my God, you are from Suburban Legends." I felt like I was like, "Oh my God, he thinks that I am this weirdo
Yeah,
who
now-
came to this Jamba Juice
Just for him.
just for him wearing this shirt." I was very embarrassed. I did not know that he worked at that one as well. But thank you for helping with my proposal years later, for not thinking I was too much of a weirdo.
Mhm.
It was very embarrassing.
And then past Jamba, we have Sephora, which has
I've been
always
it's
been there.
still chugging along.
Yeah, doing fine, I'm sure. And then past Sephora and to the left that's where your entrance is to Grand Californian. And then we had Petals. Matt, what was Petals?
Oh, I don't remember.
Was it footwear?
Women's clothes?
I don't know what Petals was. What was it?
A strip club? It sounds like one.
Oh, I think this is a good time to bring up our last review. We're going to take a quick break just to bring up. Okay, so M. Landers here. Great little review here. I appreciate the one-line item here, and I'm being serious. So he goes, I need my Disneyland podcast to know more about Disney than me, but not so much more that I get spiteful. So I think we're falling right into that category right now.
Yes, the perfect balance where we know some, but not too much to be annoying. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're real.
Yeah. So Petals turned into Club Libby Lou, which then was followed by Studio Disney 365, which was later followed by Disney Dress Shop. Yep. All about, same type of stuff, but then you got a little for older.
Crowd.
Yeah. And the Disney Dress Shop was somewhere else. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's currently there. Seems more of a temporary location, but I think kind of everything is up in the air with how things are going. Right after Disney Dress Shop is Marceline's Confectionery, which has been there, I think, since day one as well. Still chugging along. It's a good spot.
Someone please message us and tell me the second that the Mickey gingerbread cookies get in there. I need to know the minute they come. I'll be right there.
Yes. After Marceline's is Catal Restaurant. So Catal's also original. They've gone through the paint job that area has received, and it is I do not like the current paint job over there, but that's beyond the point. Catal is fantastic. I wish I should probably eat there more often because it is a good restaurant. And then also associated with Catal is the Uva Bar and Cafe in the center there. I always thought it's funny as you walk into this little area, they change the music, and you have music kind of specific for that vibe of the Uva Bar. And then it changes as you get out of the area. But that also has had a remodel with some odd color choices. Definitely try to make it more vibrant. I'm a sucker for the old look, and I think the new stuff is too contemporary, but who really cares about my opinion?
You know what really annoys me about the Uva Bar?
No, tell us.
Are those plant towers that we always hope grow more and more vines, but they never seem to grow.
Yeah, you're right.
I always check to see if it flourishes the next time I come to Downtown Disney, and there's always exposed metal, and I always get sad.
That is weird. I never thought about that.
Are they fake plants?
They would do a better job if they were fake.
Yeah. Put more of them if they are.
So we're in this little circle area now of Downtown Disney where this Uva Bar is. And then on the left-hand side was Something Silver, which was later replaced by Sprinkles Cupcakes. And then just past that now
they
in the middle,
do not have an ATM. Don't even think about
There's
it.
never a line there. It's really odd.
But the ATM's kind of part of the novelty of it, you know? It's like
Yeah, that's why I was so
anytime
surprised.
I've ever gone to a Sprinkles.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Matt shunned
Like
me for not knowing.
I don't even like Sprinkles.
Yeah,
But if I see an ATM, I'm gonna use it.
yeah, they are not that great.
I'll be damned if I ever. Yeah,
They have the ATM at Disney Springs, don't they?
yeah.
They do. Yeah.
Because I'll be damned, like of all the times, like the dozens upon dozens of times I've visited Americana.
You
at
gotta
Brand.
get one. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't even like it. As I'm walking back across the street to the
I
Galleria,
hate these damn cupcakes, but I'm gonna get
yeah.
one.
I mean, it's on the way out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Strategically placed.
And past Something Silver in the middle, it was Hoi Polloi, which was an art gallery, correct?
Do you guys know what hoi polloi means?
No.
No, enlighten
It
us.
means the many
Ooh.
in Greek.
It's a dumb name.
It is a dumb name. It means the many or the common people.
Well, this turned into Vault 28, which was a great store. I really liked Vault 28. Very expensive, high-end Disney
But really unique,
stuff. Yeah,
interesting stuff there. Yeah.
it was a good store. There wasn't a lot of male clothes or items in there.
I
Mainly
often
catered
walked
to females.
through and thought, oh, that's cool. I wish I could afford it. And then
Right?
walked right back out again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this later ended up turning into The Void, which dealt with some.
Who knows what it dealt with? What happened? Where is
Well,
it? It's gone.
Wasn't it?
It left a void.
Had some
It did.
copyright issues or something. I think
Wasn't Disney and like Star Wars their only copyrights they had?
they had other copyrights because they're throughout the country. They have
They
other
do-
voids.
Yeah, there's the one I saw in when we went to Vegas a couple months back. The void at Grand Canal Shops
Mm-hmm.
was out. It wasn't open yet because of obviously COVID
Yeah.
and stuff. But they had advertised in the windows like a Jumanji experience.
Well, either way, the void is now
Avoid.
a void. So can't
Soon to
get
be-
enough of that joke. What?
Soon to be Spirit Halloween,
Yeah.
Yeah.
according to Twitter.
Kudos to Mouse Info with it.
Yeah,
Yes.
good. That was a good one. I saw that.
Well done. After the void, so started off with being illuminations. It was a very large illumination store. So this was just candles basically. And then that basically got split up a little bit. And to the left portion of illuminations was Fossil to the left. And that was there for quite a long
A
time.
long time.
Yeah. And
We
then
know
illumination stayed to
We
the right.
know some previous Fossil employees. Hey,
We
guys.
do. Yes. And then Illuminations has turned into D Street, which is also a great store, I think. Clothing for Disney as well as it's basically the Vinyl Nation
I
store. Matt
miss
spent a
it.
lot of money there.
miss it. I miss it.
Yeah.
It was a good place to shop and get good souvenirs, interesting souvenirs for cheap.
Yes.
Sure.
And it was good because Vault 28, the mail stuff in there basically went over to D Street, and it was nice because it was a little more affordable than Vault 28.
Mhm.
And then that closed, and then we got Disney Home, which they keep trying to push Disney Home stuff. It's fine, but that same stuff is also available in the park stores we go into as well. It doesn't change often.
They could
So
push it
it's-
further and make it more interesting. Like they could
Absolutely.
go a little further with it.
That line,
hire us.
that line says otherwise, though.
Does it have
the
a
line
big
now?
line?
Because my sister, when they went to downtown Disney a couple weeks ago, they tried to go into Disney Home, and it was like an hour and a half wait.
Oh wow.
Why?
Probably just for like Halloween or Christmas. After Disney Home, there was Island Charters, which it's lasted for a pretty good time. And this
Mhm.
had the poor man Tommy Bahama. How would you describe this?
Was it Poor Man? I feel like they did have Tommy Bahama in there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They just had
yeah,
a lot
just
of other
that
stuff.
island. Yeah, the island life, relaxed, carefree.
Mhm.
Tommy Bahama.
Timothy Cubas.
Yeah. Cuba.
Well, let's start that brand, please. That's the shirt. There we go. I'm going to keep going. This turned into Wonderground Gallery. And is now the Star Wars Outpost, which is a sore subject for a lot of people. I'm really hoping Wonderground Gallery comes back. I think once the parks reopen and things get back normal, Galaxy's Edge is back, they can get Wonderground Gallery back, hopefully. Or they could just put that into the void. Come on, Disney. Let's do something here.
Yeah, it needs to be there. It was such a good place to really feature local artists, and well, not even local, just artists that did Disney things that, and it was really, really unique and cool items there. So I do hope it comes back.
I mean, just to browse around, to kill time here, it was really interesting to see the art.
Yeah, there was
Right.
always something in there that I wanted.
Mhm.
Always. It was a good store. And then you had Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen and Jazz Kitchen Express, which is still there and has not really changed much since day one. I shout out to the bar area. I wish I could go there more and watch live music because it is a really great spot, but it is kind of tough to get in there, at least pre-pandemic, to get in there and watch a jazz band playing, especially at the bar.
Shout out to beignets.
Right? So now going across the bridge over Disneyland Drive, on the left is the Lego I'm going to keep doing this. It was the Lego Imagination Center, which was renamed the Lego Store. This opened just a little bit after Downtown Disney opened. Cool spot. They've changed the Legos out front once, and it would be nice if they changed them again, but that's coming from a local. I'm sure tourists love going to see the same big.
I mean, that
Legos
dragon
out
is
front.
pretty awesome.
The dragon is cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. Past that was Starbilias.
Yeah, like memorabilia, but
Yeah,
Starbilias.
Starbilias.
Starabilias.
Starabilias. Yes, thank you.
It reminds me of like a Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, same kind of thing. You've
Just
got
a bunch of signed crap.
Mm-hmm.
this was used by so and so in this movie, but always interesting to look at.
Yeah, it was a fun store, definitely. But I can see why that didn't last. Probably hard to get a lot of people to buy really expensive signed merchandise in there.
So hey, buy this Terminator hand. It's only $3,000.
Yeah. So that closed and became Kits and Kids. I wasn't familiar about this brand.
I do not.
You're
even
telling me more
remember
about it,
that.
Matt? It was owned by some celebrities.
Oh yeah, it's a Hollywood thing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
telling you about, and now
It was really expensive kidwear, correct? And then that became Apricot Lane Boutique. And then Apricot Lane Boutique split off into two different sections after that closed, and it became a Starbucks on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side was a DVC center, which is now the Sugar Boo and Co., which is a good store. I can't imagine this lasting for a long time, but it had some good stuff in there. Seems very Newport beachy. Something I would find it shopping around Laguna Beach. on
Is
the
it
main
very
street.
like Etsy stuff? I don't actually think I've ever been in the store.
You haven't been in there yet?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's kind of Etsy design.
Lots
what's
of signs with words on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
check your phone.
Natural soaps.
That's just
Yeah,
I said
okay.
check,
got
check
it.
your phone.
Yeah.
What? Oh, white people shit. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Then Starbucks ended up closing because everybody thought Disneyland was going to have a new hotel. Then they came into issues with the city, and that didn't happen. And now
You couldn't even
Starbucks
blame that on
is
COVID.
back. No, before COVID, Starbucks came back. However, the next tenant was not as lucky. It was AMC 12 Theaters. I remember vividly seeing Pirates of the Caribbean when that came out. Like 2003? It was right after I moved here, I believe, or right before. And I was so excited to see a movie based on a Disneyland ride at Disneyland, downtown Disney.
I mean,
But
that
it
was a
so
good
cool.
movie.
It was, and just the energy. was
I
so
don't want to
exciting.
I don't want to get derailed, but the callbacks they had in that movie to the attraction were like so spot on and so
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah.
That
It
first
was
one
done
was
right.
good. It was. It really was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Well,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what makes me really sad about the AMC thing is I'm so mad that it closed after or before I got like the AMC
oh, I know
the A-list, like,
Stubbs.
yeah, the
A-list,
Stubbs
yeah.
A-list, because like before, like, well, I only saw maybe like 2 movies at downtown Disney, but now that like I had that, I'm like, oh my god, like I could see myself driving out there earlier, going to see a movie because it was included in my thing, and then going to the parks. And now I'm like sad that I don't have that opportunity.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. After AMC was the Compass Books and Cafe, which was
I loved
Kinda nice.
Compass Books.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I also knew
miss
someone
it.
who worked at Compass Books for a long time.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I really liked it. I got this really cool set of Alice in Wonder tarot cards there. They're just like really unique and cool. And they just always had really interesting Disney book. It wasn't all Disney, but they had a lot of really interesting Disney related books.
they had the Disney books that you wouldn't see in the parks. They would
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff that was
Yeah.
very real.
Yeah, and it was I don't know, I had a good vibe in there. I literally every
Mhm.
time I went there, I would stop in Compass Books when it was open. It was a good
Yeah.
place to shop and look
And they had
around.
the cafe next to it that was selling coffee and
Yeah,
bakery. Yeah, it was good.
it's a good place.
And when that closed, it was replaced by everyone's favorite Earl of Sandwich, which I have eaten there too
Countless
countless
times.
times.
Yeah,
It's still good, but
It's good, but I'll say like it lost its wow factor.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not a destination.
Yeah, because like before it was like anytime you went to Florida, oh, you have to go to Earl, or if
Oh,
you
it's
were
also
in Vegas,
$5 in Florida, so
Yeah.
it was so awesome to get a good sandwich for $5 in the middle of Disney.
or if you were completely shit faced in Vegas and it was 1:30 in the morning and you needed food, you
Yes,
could go
that's
find
fine.
Earl of Sandwich.
That's
But I mean,
perfect.
It's still a decent deal.
It's a good
And
value.
I-
It's still good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say that when I was pregnant, I craved their tomato soup. Like, I don't think I've ever even had it before then, but for some reason when I was pregnant, I craved that soup. For like the first 3 months of my pregnancy, that's all I wanted to eat was that tomato soup.
Well,
I mean, I guess if you want a quick option, that is a good option in downtown Disney because they don't have many like that. So
Yeah, if you're parking and you're walking over, I mean, previously if you're walking over and you just kind of hit that spot if you want to get something to eat before you get into the park, it's a nice place to grab something. The nice thing about it is it always has those really long seats. So if you have a large group, it's usually easy to find enough seating for your group.
yeah, and they've changed the chairs out there before because it was big benches, and I think they changed it to chairs, probably because they were having challenges with having just big benches, kind of like Oktoberfest
I don't want to sit with your
style.
party. Yeah.
Yeah, still a good spot, and it is still going strong.
It's
They
fine.
closed 2, and then they reopened. It's
at
fine.
least
It's fine.
reopened though.
Now, the next section here, though, this is the part that those 10 listeners that are still listening are here for. This is
Thank
what they
you,
want to know
guys.
about.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
So,
you.
turn around that corner. I think 2% of guests know about this area. There is a Walt Disney Travel Company store, I guess. There was a Travel-X there and a Disneyland Resort Recruitment Center when it first opened to try to get people to work there. Exciting.
yes.
And it was an Alamo after that in that spot.
Yeah.
And then it became, what was it? What's there now, Matt and Derick?
Rinse.
No, there's Rinse. That's what it's called.
Oh,
Yeah.
rinse?
Mhm.
Rinse? Like you rinse your hair?
Rinse and repeat.
Yep. It's a soap place.
But they have a cart.
Exactly.
It's almost like they needed a storefront for maybe some tax thing. I don't understand why it's there.
It
It's
originally
like money laundering over there.
Yeah. Downtown Disney.
it was originally a festival thing. Like they sold all their stuff like
Oh,
at the
okay.
festivals.
Oh, yes. those
and
guys,
then
yeah.
they were successful, so they bought the cheapest
This
lot of
corner
downtown
spot.
people.
It just keeps some storage on site. That's why it's there. And now I don't think it's ever open.
It is now part of the bubble.
Oh, okay. Got it. Good to know. So we could do a part 2 episode here for everyone still listening to this thrilling episode, but no, we're going to go back. We're going
We
back to the
are
beginning, to the north side.
We're committed.
Woo! Here we go. We start off with Naples Ristorante e Pizzeria over at the right-hand side. Now coming down from Disneyland or California Adventure, you go through down to Disney on your right-hand side. You have Naples. From the beginning, you had that giant Joker out front.
He was the clown.
I thought it was like a jester.
Jester, thank you, not Joker. Jester.
Why so serious?
That's now gone. They did a great remodel that took them forever, but the remodel is really well done.
I
It's
love
now
that
called
remodel.
Naples Restaurante e Bar.
And you guys have
Uh,
all eaten there, right?
Yes.
Yes,
We've spent
yeah.
a lot of money there.
Yeah.
it
it
is
is.
crazy.
Straight up overpriced, but it's good. The food's good. The bar is good. It's great to sit up there. Derick and I spent some time at the bar, ordered 2 drinks, and spent too much money. But it is a good spot. It's nice.
They were pretty drinks, and yeah, I think that they were really smart about the whole remodel, and just the whole outdoor area is really enjoyable to relax and watch the people walk by, and it's still like out of the way, so you don't feel like you're overwhelmed by all the crowds, but you could still feel the energy of the area. So
I think
Good
the
job.
look and style they went for too kind of helps them justify some of their prices, because I
Yeah.
think probably beforehand you're going into a pizzeria and you want pizzeria pricing, and it's not. It's fine dining pricing.
right.
Right next door to it was Tin Pan Alley. This reminded me straight up of the west side of old downtown Disney at Disney World. This is all metal pins and magnets. They had a
I do
store
not
like that.
remember this at all.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know of it, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
this.
It was short-lived, and it's now replaced with a Naples quick service, which is Napolini. They have some good sandwiches and some good stuff in there too, and grab and go stuff. So it's a good spot. It's a good replacement. Just after that is Basin. I mean, we've had some friends work there too. Bath bombs.
Yeah,
That's about
bath
it.
bombs, bath salts, bubble bath, all your bath items.
It's a less smelly Lush.
Is it less smelly?
I can't walk by a Lush in a mall without starting to sneeze. I know when there's a Lush in the mall as soon as I walk into the mall.
Either way, this was replaced by Sanuk, Sandals, which then changed its name to California Soul. I'm assuming
Never have
this is
purchased
the same
anything
Yeah,
company.
not
from
interested.
them.
If I need some sandals.
I
I'll
feel
buy
like
some
I've
sandals
been
then.
with you when you have purchased sandals at Downtown Disney, Joel. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, it was you.
It was probably Matt.
It was Matthew.
Wow. Told you. So memorable.
I'm
Told you.
with, I'm
Was it the
with
quick
Matthew
service
when he buys everything.
I'm telling you. I'll tell you guys right now. From a period of like 2003 to about whenever you moved to Vista the first time, I was literally with you. Like,
yeah, we were attached at the hip.
What's after California Soul?
California Heel.
Damn it. Why'd I ask?
Haagen-Dazs.
It's Haagen-Dazs. Which, fun fact, Haagen-Dazs is an American company.
Oh God, the
Yeah.
lies that we've
Oh,
been
yeah.
said about Haagen-Dazs.
I think it's
with
some
the-
fancy, who knows, German? I don't know. Some other,
something else. I thought we were
country.
getting something
Yeah.
imported.
nope, made up name from America. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's been replaced by Salt and Straw. They're
It's
both
just
good.
delicious.
Good
Salt and
move.
Straw is fantastic.
Salt and Straw is better.
Oh,
Salt and
yeah,
Straw
100%.
is better.
But I don't have any complaints on Haagen-Dazs. But Salt and Straw is definitely better. Past that's Wetzel's Pretzels, which has seen a remodel as well and looks far better now. It is Wetzel's Pretzels.
It's a solid answer for when you need something salty on your way in or out.
There you go.
It's the better version of Auntie Anne's.
Yes.
What-
What
do, you
was
have,
that?
do you have strong
love
anti-Anne feelings?
Anti-Anne's.
Okay,
I mean,
our next
The
episode's gonna
cinnamon?
be.
Come on.
Episode
have
15.
cinnamon.
Auntie Anne's or Wetzel's Pretzels.
They have cinnamon and Wetzel's
Wetzel's has the
pretzels.
No,
almond.
I know, but Auntie Anne's cinnamon's better.
Auntie Anne's doesn't have the almond crunch.
Screw the crunch.
Does Auntie Anne's have savory, like pepperoni stuff?
I don't
Like
think
the little,
so.
like the pizza.
No.
Oh, the hot
pizza
dog.
ones. Yeah.
The hot dog.
Oh,
mashed
the
potatoes,
pretzel
so
dog.
Good.
Ugh.
With the cheese.
Delicious. Does Auntie Anne's have that? Derick?
Whatever. It's all about the cinnamons.
The cinnamons.
We're going past this. Okay, so
Okay.
let's talk about what I think is Downtown Disney's prime. One of its premier stores, in my opinion, was Department 56. I love Department 56. It was so
What was
ridiculous.
in it? I don't
It was-
remember.
Miniatures?
It had miniature. It had a lot of holiday decor, holiday stuff.
Okay.
Expensive, like porcelain,
The Tiny towns.
tiny towns
Okay.
that you would
okay.
put around your Christmas tree. Or
I'm
Christmas.
into it. I just
Yeah.
don't remember it very much.
It's
don't
like the
remember
stuff you can
Department
buy
56?
anywhere.
Like a glorified
I-
Macy's.
Macy's. Yeah.
I bet you if I saw a picture of it, I would remember it. Bet you.
Were you with Matt?
I probably was with Matt.
This
I
did
don't-
not last too long though, and that base split into three. It first was combined on the right side to two different sections, ride makers, and then on the left hand side, and then the ride makers area became Ballast Point Brewing Company, which is a nice upgrade, and part of it, temporary spot in the middle part closed in Department 56 first, and that was a little mismatched temporarily. This is where everything got really tricky. This then became Sanook as a temporary spot in between Ride Makers and Build-A-Bear. And then later, Sanook moved to its other location. And then Little Mismatch took over the permanent spot, which is another middle area of these two locations of Ride Makers and Build-A-Bear. Little Mismatch then closed and became the Disney Dress Shop. And then it became Chapel Hats.
Sheesh.
And now it is
Do not put your store in that spot.
A Spirit Halloween.
and now it is all part of Black Tap Craft Burgers and Shakes, which was a part of Build-A-Bear Workshop. After Build-A-Bear closed, it became Black Tap Craft Burgers and Shakes. Crazy Shake by Black Tap is a window at the former entrance of Build-A-Bear, so you can get quick service shakes, outlandish, ridiculous shakes that are impossible to eat. I'm sure you've seen pictures of
They're
those.
just for photos, basically.
Yep. I'm sure they're tasty, but you can't walk with them.
I'll say to any of our listeners who have not eaten at Black Tap, do it.
I haven't.
I still haven't.
Do it.
Yeah.
So
I have.
good.
I've never
Yeah.
had one of those crazy shakes either.
No. I have no
They're
desire,
diabetic
really.
unfriendly.
I haven't had their crazy shake, but I've
I'll
had one of
just tell you
their.
that.
I've had their normal shakes. Their sane shakes.
Shakes.
But it was good. It's really good. I mean, if you want to go to downtown Disney and get like just a good meal, it's good. I like it a lot.
Mhm.
Need to get there. Then the upstairs section also, by the way, for Build-A-Bear Workshop turned into all of Ballast Point Brewing Company. So all of upstairs, which I think that second side was not used for anything that was above Department 56, but it is now all Ballast Point upstairs, and then downstairs is basically Black Tap, with the entrance to Ballast Point on the right side, which was the former kind of entrance to Ride Makers. House of Blues followed. That was there for a long time, and then
Yes,
that
House of
was torn down and replaced with Splitsville Luxury Lanes, which is also over in Disney Springs now. I don't think this has taken off over here like it did in Disney Springs, but they're trying. It's also too expensive. The food is not worth it.
Have you guys been into it?
I don't think
I
any of
haven't
it.
bowled, but I've been in it.
You've eaten but not bowled.
Yeah, I've eaten there, but I've never bowled. I'm not going to spend that money when
Yeah,
I can
I
just
feel
go
like-
to the Brunswick and
Yeah, I feel
pay
like
$5.
The price for bowling is prohibitive. Like, why are you going to spend that much to bowl?
How do you even bowl these days? With a glove?
Yeah, you probably can. Right now is probably not
Oh,
the best
didn't
time to
think
go
about that.
bowling.
You gotta bring your own ball. Bring your own ball.
Right?
And shoes.
Here's one I wish I got to experience: the Iariba, or I feel like I should pronounce it like how it's spelled.
Please do. Yes, continue. Go ahead. Let's hear
Yeah,
it.
do it.
Ariba, and Ariba store, nightclub, restaurant, I guess, during middle of the day, turned into a nightclub at night. Very poppin' place. A lot of people came into downtown Disney at nighttime and would take over the area. That place was packed. I was shocked when it closed, to be honest. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was surprising.
Okay. That was short-lived, though. Okay, so deep cut here. So if you are familiar with Tortilla Joe's, which took over Ariba. So if you're familiar with Tortilla Joe's, the upstairs private dining spot area, I'm sure if you've been in there, you've seen it, but that spot was the old stage for the DJ. So they would have bands play up there, and the DJ would be up there in that little nook. So it kind of makes sense as to why that's there. I like that kind of crap. Still there, nothing was changed. It's just now a private dining spot. And they've had the taqueria at Tortilla Joe's. Good spot. They've changed their menu a little bit. Now it's more like a glorified Chipotle. Was it
Mhm.
called something else before? Anybody remember?
I think it's always, as far as I
think
know,
so,
it's
yeah.
It's always been taqueria.
Yeah. Mhm.
After Tortilla Joe's, you're starting to go across the bridge. I did want to add in the Disneyland Resort ticket windows because I thought that's interesting. This is now the Disney Pin Traders. They've opened it up, gutted it, and it's now just kind of an open air type store, if you will, with a bunch of
pins and pin trading.
pins. Yeah, but it used to sell Disneyland Resort tickets. They, of course, no longer do that, and I don't think it ever did well there. So they decided we're not selling enough tickets here, so we'll make it a pin store. So that's still around, and then just past that, you have the Disney monorail station.
Quick question. What does pin trading look like these days? Is that a thing these days or no?
I think they still do. Like, I know they do it in Florida.
Really?
I think it's more of a thing where it's on a board and you point to it and explain which one you want, and then they
They did that
pass it
here
to
still
you?
that
Yeah.
way with the board.
Yeah, but I think it's more board based, and you it's away from you, so you point and tell them which one you want, so you don't like touch the cast member's lanyard or whatever.
Mhm.
So just to make sure it's safer for them.
And then you shoot yours into a basket 10 feet away or
you,
something.
like you put it in like a dart tube, and you like blow.
Hey, that would actually be fun. I would actually want to pin trade if that was the case.
If you get it in the bullseye, you get an extra pin. Yeah.
Oh, make this happen, Beth.
I'm gonna.
And past the monorail station was the Rainforest Cafe, That closed also because of the unbuilt hotel that was announced. And after that closed, Rainforest, it sounded like they were trying to come back. Never happened.
We're like, nah, you stay. You stay out.
And they try to hide it with a food truck, which is the Asian street food truck out front. And they kept adding boards to the food truck. I feel like
It's
to hide
fine.
it more.
It's fine.
It's a
Nothing's
glorified
behind us.
backdrop.
Don't mind the temple. Yeah. We'll turn off all the water fountains and everything, though. Yeah. But so that was there. Obviously, was a very big moneymaker. Always very popular. I would never advise anybody to ever go there unless you had a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, maybe.
Too noisy.
Yeah. Not
Food.
Mm.
Nah.
food is bad.
The food sucks.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
great.
But for
And
some
after-
reason, I don't know why, my sister and Braden love Rainforest Cafe. The two of them went
Okay,
on
I
a
will-
Rainforest Cafe date to the one
I
in
will
Ontario
tell
Mills.
you why Braden loves it is because it was at the South Center Mall in Seattle where we both used to live, and it was like the closest thing you could get to Disney, and it smelled kind of like Vegas and Disney, like this cross between Vegas and Disney. And I bet you that is why Braden liked it, because it was like the closest you could get to Disney while you were in Seattle.
That
I
makes
feel you, Braden. I feel you.
And
but
then
it
my
sucked.
sister. So then my sister just must be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
There's really
Sorry,
no
your sister.
reason.
I can't come up with a reason for her. Sorry.
All right, guys, we did it. We're at the last one.
Yes.
After Rainforest Cafe was
Was
every single time. ESPN Zone,
so creepy with those
Yeah.
big faces outside that just turn.
swivel, and especially at nighttime when they turn off
When
the
all the
music.
sounds off. It's just like these heads. Oh, so creepy. It was great.
Yeah. And that space, of course, included the Sports Center Studio Store. Upstairs, pretty good arcade, and they had a rock climbing wall, multiple bars upstairs. And downstairs, you had 2 different big restaurant areas, a very good side where it was just a ton of TVs with big screens as well. They couldn't miss a game. Yeah, it was a good spot. But that closed after the announcement as well, correct?
I think
For
so.
the
Yeah.
hotels? Yeah.
Yep.
And then nothing happened. And then it became temporarily a what was it? Mickey
The pop up, the Mickey
Pop-up.
pop
Pop
up
up Disney.
which was
A Mickey celebration.
a unique way to use the space. It was very popular at that time. It was kind of
You could go to Knott's Berry
Instagram.
Farm and get 5 tastings for less than that. I think it was $36 to go to that.
I was just gonna say, it's just a quick now that we've now finished back at that section again. We keep
Yeah.
mentioning about the proposed hotel. Imagine if Disney and the city of Anaheim had that same kind of unity now that they, if they had it like 4 or 5 years ago. Because
Mhm.
now I feel like Disney and Anaheim are working together. Like, hey, we realize we are one thing.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they had that unity they have now that they did, if they had it 5 years ago, if we would still see a hotel there,
or it would have stopped right in the
or
middle.
something else.
It would have stopped mid construction.
So, hey, Beth, what was the next thing you were thinking about giving away?
Shit.
What was that from Tangled?
Yeah, a broonie.
No, it was
A
from
light up-
Frozen 2.
Yeah, from Frozen 2.
Oh,
light-
it was,
the
The
light-
salamander thing.
Yeah, the light up broonie.
yeah. What is it? Pretty big?
Okay, it's a light up Frozen 2
Ooh.
broonie. The little night light he lights up.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, it's super cute. It has a timer, so like you can set it and it'll
Yeah.
turn off slowly, and yeah, it's really
Oh, is
cute.
it different
Any
color?
Kids room or kids at heart, but I think yeah.
Yeah, and it's super cute. I mean, it looks just like Bruni. If you thought he was super cute in the movie, he's right here.
The reason why I bring it up is because I almost want to say, if you're actually listening to this and you know,
You've
I want
made it
this,
this far.
it's yours. I'll consider it if you email me, say something funny. And I'll talk Beth into
something
sending
fun.
it to you. 'Cause I don't know how you made it through this one, riveting talk of Downtown Disney, but well, we've made it. We made it through Downtown Disney, and
we did it.
yes, and we're excited that the holidays are here, and hope you guys stay with us. We'll have some more thrilling topics to come up here soon.
Some Christmas
Mm.
special episodes to watch. Please
Yeah,
tell me
we
those
have
are
to
on
do
the
it.
menu. Okay,
It's on the
good.
menu. Oh,
Ooh, I'm so excited.
yeah.
Spiked eggnog and Christmas Disney stuff. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I have eggnog already.
Oh,
What?
Where? At your
It's
store?
available?
We have it. Yeah, it's already available at the store, but I have some in my fridge.
Pour it
I'm
in the
coming
mouth.
right now. Let's go. Everybody, let's go to Matt's.
What? How did?
Happy Friday
oh my
to me.
God. I need
Yeah,
to
we
find it.
Yeah, we started selling it last week.
Oh my God.
All right, everybody. Well, until our next happy hour, you can find us online. Beth, why don't you take it away?
Well, you can find us on both Twitter and Instagram. The show itself, it's simply at Off Harbor. You can find Joel on Twitter and Instagram at Tangaroa Joel. You can find Matthew on Twitter at ST14012Endor and on Instagram at Lightspeed to Endor. Derick is on Twitter and he is at Esplanade. He never posts on Instagram, so don't even bother looking for him there. And I am on both Twitter and Instagram as at Pixie Dust Vibes.
Excellent. And as always, you can also reach us by email, and it's podcast@offharborandmain.com. And I'll probably post some of these show notes in a little bit on the website as well. And if you enjoy our show, please consider a quick rating or even a one-line review on Apple Podcast. It really does help bring visibility to the show. Even just a one-liner would be just awesome. But regardless, thank you for listening. We look forward to our next happy hour with all of you. So ladies, gentlemen, people, remember we have the strength. We can change the world together. Build a stairway to the stars we can climb.
On behalf of the birdies, flowers, and tikis here at Off Harbor and Maine,
Farewell and aloha to you.
Stay well.
And cheers.
cheers.
Yeah, I can breathe. Okay, so I'm a mouth breather by shut up. Okay, because it's been like that for as long as I can remember.
Mhm.
So I'm so used to just breathing out of my mouth, and because breathing through my nose always felt like such a futile attempt.
Mhm.
But now, like if I can actually breathe really well, and there's no like whistling.
That
there's
sounds
no,
nice. Your nasal passages
yeah,
sound
I mean,
real
it's
good, baby.
this side is still kind of swollen, and it's still. I'm not gonna lie, it's gross, but I did put my finger in there the other day because I needed to know what was going on in there.
This conversation isn't even good enough for the Patreon.
Isn't it? I want to know about Matt's nose issues.
No.
You don't want to know about my nose issues,
No.
but yes. Anyways, my
No.
mouth. I'm trying to cease being a mouth breather.
Close your dang mouth.
Okay.
There's the big bites,
Right?
the turkey balls.
Giant balls.
Mm. Whole podcast will just go,
Mm,
Mm.
good.
Do you guys know what hoi polloi means?
no.
No, enlighten
It means
us.
It means the many.
I
So-
thought it was a Hawaiian name. That's just my ignorance.
Are you thinking poi?
I
Poi
think I'm
poi.
thinking boy.
It's not hoi poi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
Because this is not the
Well-
most thrilling of topics, I think. For
Well, maybe we'll make it
Our
thrilling
listeners.
by making Matt show us his watches.
yeah.
I have items from each store.
Here's my item.
I'm
Here's
single
my naked baby in a plant.
I am single-handedly keeping downtown Disney in business.